Hi guys, and welcome to another session of Honest Talk About Women, where you'll learn tips, tricks and strategies on how to navigate the minefields of dating and relationships. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also comment in the comment section. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you've got a story you want to share with viewers, you can contact me. My email address listed below. Let's get right into it, guys. So this is about a midlife crisis. What exactly is it? So a midlife crisis is characterized by emotional turmoil, a strong desire for change, can be triggered by a combination of factors, including changes in career, family dynamics, health, and realization of one's own mortality. So that's the textbook academic sort of definition of a midlife crisis. I wasn't familiar with a midlife crisis until I locked on to a couple of people I knew closely, a couple of ladies in a social setting who I'd known for 20 years. So there's one lady, I won't give her name away, who I'd known for about 20 years, and she'd been married to a guy for about 25 years, and she's got three teenage boys, and she's a lovely lady, and she invited me and my wife at the time to her 50th birthday party, and it was in a bar, and we went along, and she was playing in the rock band, and she was dressed in leathers, and it was a heavy metal band. And her husband at the time was in a pinstripe suit with a little red handkerchief out of his breast pocket, sitting at the back. And I couldn't believe how chalk and cheese they were. They were black and white. It was incredible. And the more I looked and analysed the relationship, I could see that she was going through a midlife crisis. And if you look deep into the psyche of this lady, she had a very straight upbringing. She married her husband at a very early age. She had 3 boys, which is a lot of hard work. And she was a stay-at-home mum for most of her life. And she hadn't really experienced a social life in her late teens, early 20s, because once you have a family, you change your focus and you're going to be family orientated, and the boys or the kids come first. So my read of the situation was, here was this lady, 50 years old, on the edge of going through a midlife crisis, and it unfolded completely the way I thought it would. And she eventually split up with her husband and started dating a younger guy. So that's from a woman's perspective, seeing it, a woman that I knew closely for a long period of time going through a midlife crisis, and it was just unfolding in before my eyes, and I couldn't believe what was happening. So the second example also is a lady I've known for about 30 years, and she is a really good woman. So she was married to a guy for 25 years, and all of a sudden he started to change his lifestyle. He quit his high-paying job, he purchased a Porsche, and he started to go out to nightclubs. And if you look at the psychology behind this guy, he's quite a straight sort of chap. He never really let his hair down in his teenage years or at university. He complied with the system, got great marks, did what his parents wanted him to do, get a degree, work in corporate. He did everything according to his parents, but he never really experienced life. And I could see this unfolding too with this guy going through a midlife crisis, who is married to a good friend of mine. And the next thing you know, he's got that Porsche, and he's got a 19-year-old blonde girl on his knee. And obviously the relationship with my friends, they split up. She was left with the 3 kids. He went out and got a flat, got a house, rented the place, and had the young lady move in with him. And I just couldn't believe how a 45, 50-year-old man, what he would have in common with a 19-year-old girl. He got her pregnant at 19. What the hell was he thinking? I just do not understand. A 25-year plus age gap, and he was reliving his life and going to parties. He was dressing differently, and it just unfolded before my eyes. So it was very, very interesting, these 2 examples I've come across recently of a guy and a woman both going through a midlife crisis. And I personally think it's people that have not really let their hair down at university, college. They've never partied. They've never done the nightclub scene. They've never mixed and mingled quite closely with people. And they've been quite on the straight and narrow, and they're trying to relive their youth. So that's my take on midlife crises, guys. If you're a young person watching this video, you've got to experience life, and college is the way to do it. When you're at college or university, that's where you develop social interactions with the opposite sex, and to me is one of the best years of my life. 4 years undergraduate degree, a lot of drinking, a lot of socializing, a lot of womanizing. I got that out of my system. By my mid to late 20s, I was out of the nightclub scene. I was just getting sick of it, or the party scene. I wanted to settle down in my late 20s. Obviously, I got married, had a couple of kids. I never had the midlife crisis. And I have no intention of dating a young girl. I don't know what you would have in common with. Maybe sex, yes, but sex is only good for a certain level. Beyond sex, you've got to have intellectual stimulation, intellectual compatibility. And if she's talking about Justin Bieber, I don't know whether that guy's still around, and I'm talking about the Rolling Stones, it's a different generation, completely different upbringing. So for people that do that, go out there and date someone 20, 30 years younger than them, well, good luck. But how you can pull them up, if you can pull them up intellectually and get them to think your way, that's great, but the odds are against you. So that's my take on midlife crises, guys. I've come across 2 examples recently, and it's been very interesting to watch it unfold. Until next time, take care. Don't forget to put yourself for dating. It has a lot of blue and green flags that you need to be aware of. If you're going to get into a relationship, you can purchase this on Amazon Kindle. It's a great buy in your inbox within seconds. Until next time, take care.